And I think that's so healthy and so untalked about. People talk about, like you said, hey, good luck. You're not going to have all those things that, you used to have once you have a kid because they become your life. I think that becomes an unhealthy model throughout like parenting. And that's the reason you hear of stories of people having kids that go off to college and then getting a divorce because they don't know their spouse anymore.
Mm,
And it's because the kids became the center of their universe for 18 years or whatever it is. And a lot changes in 18. I didn't marry the same person 16 years ago. She's probably been three different people since then, at least.
hmm.
And same with me. If I was the same person 16 years ago, that's a problem. Like I haven't grown a bit, that's an issue. So we continually re-fall in love, but it's because we prioritize us and we actually articulate that to our kids. Like we have to have first a healthy relationship with God, but then we have to have a healthy relationship with each other so that we can be better parents for you. And that's why we're not taking you to whatever birthday party and instead we're going on a date. Like, we actually say these things to them
Yeah.
because they need to know like they're better if we are better. So we prioritize our relationship over our kids 10 out of 10 times.
Oh, it's amazing. I remember the first date that my wife had after our daughter was born. I mean, it's probably a year. And we sat in the car and laughed about something. I mean, hard. Like first
Yep.
time that she and I laughed hard in, I mean, over a year. And we
Yeah.
both kind of looked at each other. We were like, wow, we have not done that. And
Yep.
we're in Cleveland. Her family's in upstate New York. My family's in Indianapolis. So we don't have people around to be able to watch our baby. And so we had a nanny for a little bit of time, and that there were
Yep.
some things that came along with that. And she was amazing. Just didn't work out for us as far as like work scheduling, money, all that kind of stuff.
Sure.
And so we're trying to figure out how to get back into that rhythm of finding ourselves and finding who we are as husband and wife, because that is, I mean, probably as difficult as everything is with, raising a child, it is that piece also, because you had mentioned it. My wife is still nursing. And so if there's a time where it could be she and I, there are things like that take priority. We also co-sleep. And so my wife and daughter sleep together. So it's not even like I'm sleeping in the bed with my wife all the time. And so
Mm.
there's definitely some difficulties that come up with that. But we have decided that this is the most important thing right now. But it is important, as you're saying, to at least once a quarter. I think I said it this weekend. I say, hey, once a quarter. It's something that we could try to look into. Is a date night or going to see a movie or something like that. But I think that is so important. And if we can't do it with one, how would we ever be able to do it with eight? So
Yeah.
now is the time. Now is the time, I think, to really start on that.
Yeah,
Um,
I would just challenge you on that if I can, out of love, I promise, to um up your standard with your wife.
hmm.
Just I would say not a quarter, shoot for every week, but it
Hmm.
doesn't have to be going out every week to find a babysitter because that might not be a reality. But I would say women want to be pursued, and if she feels pursued, then your whole life is better. Your whole
Yeah.
relationship's better. So maybe it's during a nap if there's a schedule, then you schedule like a front porch time,
Yeah.
or something. And you have to get creative in those, especially with different seasons of life. Like you can't just pay for a babysitter every week to watch your kids for 3 hours. Like
Hmm.
you go broke. So you do have to get creative with it, but I would prioritize that